Hello everyone, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here, and welcome to your Sunday night extra episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. It's episode number 78 then. I thought, hey, you lot are awesome. You've been very good on the videos the last few days. Let's give you a double upload for the Sunday night. So if you're feeling generous and you enjoy the fact that there's extra content, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up button. I'd absolutely love to see 3,000 likes on this video. Now, this should be out just after, like, the England game, so it's probably fairly late on a Sunday night. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we went through against Senegal, but who knows? You guys will by the time you're watching this. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. But, yeah, we're very much looking forward to heading on into the weekend league with this ridiculous strike force of mine. Brolin, Alawairan, Di Natale, and World Cup icon Butragueno. I mean, how could that possibly go wrong? Well, I guess we'll find out, right? So, start things off for the episode. We'll do a little SBC, you know. It means that we can open up a few packs and whatnot. And it will be marquee matchups, World Cup marquee matchups to be precise. Now, I can't remember if I opened these after Friday night or whether I did them before Friday night. So who knows what promo was currently active when I was opening this. Maybe you'll see in the rewards. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, as I'm filming this, it's still Saturday evening. I think Netherlands have just won. They just finished, well, it was 3-1 when I last checked, against the USA. So it looks like USA are out and Netherlands are through. And then we've got another game to look forward to tonight. And, well, you will have already seen a couple of World Cup games by the time you're watching this. So let's just move on and move away from the World Cup and onto the content, shall we? So essentially, we get marquee matchups done without spending a penny on anyone. It was pretty good because I guess I just got some rewards and stuff for qualifying and rivals and stuff like that. So I had some players in my club that I was able to do the SBC with. For now, I'll just discard that Zielinski. If I find an SBC to do over the next few days, I will claim him back because I've already got him duplicate untradeable. However, if there's nothing really good for the next few days, well, that would disappoint me, one. But if there's nothing I really want to do for the next couple of days, then I guess we just lose an 85. It's not that big of a deal, is it? But I'm sure we'll find something worthy to put into an SBC. Because, let's face it, I think we've actually got a healthy amount of fodder. Like, normally my club is either really stacked because we've just done like a World Cup swaps token pack or 3 like we did the other day, or it's completely and utterly empty and I'm just like dreading a good SBC coming out because I don't know how I would complete it. Well, at the moment it's sort of in the middle because I think I've got a decent amount of 84s left, and I think I've got like an 88 and maybe an 87 or something. So like we could probably complete a half decent SBC depending what comes out. I mean, in 1 hour from when I'm recording this, we'll get the 6 p.m. content for Saturday night. So if there's a good player SBC, part of the new promo, like the orange players and stuff, or the icons, then maybe I might start dipping or sticking a bunch of my fodder into that we could do over time. Here's the rare Electrum then. Are we going to get anything? We get lights. It's going to be Reece James. So just boards. Yeah, unfortunately, marquee matchups didn't provide an awful lot of money for me this week. It is what it is, right? But yeah, I would say that these packs have got, over time, they've gotten worse and worse, haven't they? There's a lot of mixed and Electrum in the names of these packs, and sometimes there's quite a lot of like small this and that. So yeah, we're not getting like the good old mega packs and stuff that we used to get. A lot of it is small, premium, mixed, Electrum, jumbo, small pack. It's a bit weird, isn't it, really? But yeah, it is what it is. So I do a couple more player picks with some of the fodder that I had left. It turns out I could literally only do 3. I thought I would have had more golds in my club, considering I've just got the packs from marquee matchups. But like I said, you put a load of golds in for marquee matchups, you get out a load of bronzes and silvers and just a few golds as well. So I decided to spend 37,500 coins. It seemed like a nice cheap price to risk the potential of getting something good from the 85 plus star pack. We get an 87 rated Robbo. Yeah, he's not worth 37,500 coins. So it is an L. But you know, that could have been orange Van Dijk, which is worth however much. So I was risking it. At the end of the day, what, we lose like 20k. It's all good. It doesn't matter too much. It was worth a punt, in my opinion, worth a go. And that's exactly why we did it. And I will continue to do that throughout this series. You betcha. You bet. I could bet on that. I would absolutely be doing that all the way through and wasting coins left, right, and center. One day, it will fully pay off. I'm telling you. Anyway, Weekend League. I thought I'd better start it and show you some of the gameplay on a Sunday night. And then tomorrow, I guess we'll finish it and we'll get whatever rewards we get. But I'll be honest. Was there a new patch the other day? So I don't know how much I've played since a new patch came out. But something feels different. And I don't know what it is. And obviously my team has changed drastically. I have a very, very different front line than what I would have had the last few weeks. Bringing in those Serie A boys in Di Natale and Brolin. And then, of course, Butragueno we didn't have even last weekend because he was what we got from our rewards. So, yeah, was expecting to just score goals galore. First game, I end up losing 2-0. I literally threw the kitchen sink at him at the end there. I nearly got my goal, as it turns out. He managed to save it and then ran down the other end and got the second goal just to sort of, yeah, really make me miserable. But a match loss in game number 1 has often led to me having one of my best weekend leagues ever. I don't know why that happens, but this next guy had orange Dani Alves. That is a player that I would quite like to try. Apparently quite difficult to link, though, because he doesn't have a club. He has, like, the Brazil nation and then the Brazil national team badge or something. So, yeah, he hasn't got a parent club that you can get a link to, which is difficult, I guess, for chemistry. But still, it's a really good Dani Alves card, a legend of the game, of course. And if you can get him and you just put him in your team on 0 chem, I'm sure he'll be just fine. So my opponent actually ended up getting a red card in the first half when he was 1-0 up. And sometimes if it's 0-0 and your opponent gets the red card, they'll quit. But yeah, luckily enough for me, it just enabled things to open out. And in a game that was fairly tough, actually I went 2-1 up quite quickly after he got down to 10 men. And it allowed me to win the game and get a 2-1 rage quit. So I will absolutely take that. Thank you very much. So we're on the board. All right. First win. Definitely not pretty. A little bit gritty. But we'll take it. 5 points. 1 win, 1 loss. So the problem I'm finding so far is that I don't know about my front four. It's a bit weird. For one, ERRRR is not contributing and not getting involved as much as he has done the last couple of weekends. And now that could be down to the fact that, we're another week down the line. People are another week into knowing all about him and how good he is, and they just mark you out of the game. And that's absolutely fine if that's the case. But for me, I've just got a feeling that whatever this latest patch is, I think there's a couple of things arising. One, I'm not getting the space out wide that I was before. It feels like everyone's back to playing on like high pressure, and I'm not getting much time on the ball. And it also seems like everyone's on 4-2-3-1. So there's got to be a pro out there somewhere that's put some really good tactics out, which just counter my 4-2-2 really well, because everyone seems to be like a high pressure 4-2-3-1. That's what I find a lot of the time when I'm losing anyway. And the other thing is that I'm not getting this width out wide, and pace seems to be, I don't know. I'm not sprinting past people with ERRRR like I was before. And I mean, you've seen it on the thumbnail, right? Brolin and especially Butragueno just don't feel very fast. Butragueno's got 93 pace. Now, I know he's very small, so, he doesn't have the long old legs like ERRRR, and he doesn't have 99 pace like him either. But I'm getting on the ball with him, and it's like impossible for me to pull away from defenders, which should not be the case. I bring on a super sub in Ross Barkley, who's got 90 pace, and he feels fast. And he's on 0 chem. So a 3 chemistry Butragueno with 93 pace and a Hunter I think I've put on him now, just to try and like make him as fast as possible, is not pulling away from defenders. And then if he has somehow pulled away from the defender because, you know, they lunged in or whatever and they weren't chasing me, I'm getting caught up. It feels like he's got like mid-70s pace, and I just don't know about that. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm at the point now where I'm finding ERRRR a little bit useless out wide, so I'm thinking maybe I need to move him into striker. Do I need to bring him back to that striker role? Obviously, I was getting a lot of success with him as my wide cam, running up and down that wing, burning past everyone, and then cutting it across, and one of my strikers will stick the ball in the back of the net. And if that's not happening now, maybe I just need ERRRR to be my striker. You know, get the ball into him and then hope that he can pull away from the defenders, because he's still obviously very fast. But in the background here, I couldn't currently tell you what my record is because I've been waffling and I haven't been focusing on the gameplay. But it was essentially lose, win, maybe then win, then lost, then win, and lost. Then it was a terrible session. I quit this one at 2-0 down after 16 minutes because he had ERRRR and Mbappe and I couldn't catch him. It's very strange. My next opponent has got that baby Rio Ferdinand that I was talking very highly of recently, and I might still be looking to pick him up, you know, because I actually think he's better priced than I thought he would be. I think he's lower priced than what I originally thought he would be. So I go 1-0 down. Takes me until the 40th minute, and a slight change in my squad. I think I literally brought off Butragueno and then put ERRRR and Di Natale up front and just switched the team around a bit. As you can see there, it led to slightly more success. So maybe those two should be my strikers. Brolin gets demoted to wide right cam, and then Butragueno gets demoted to left cam. Could that be a useful, or are both of them really out and out strikers? Should I be trying a different formation? Should I go with whatever the latest 4-2-3-1 is? That's not a formation I'm used to. I'm used to having two up top to pass and work between. But it might work. Who knows? So these are the questions that I'm sort of asking myself at the moment. But yeah, it's feeling odd. The dribbling, the pace, the ability to pull away from defenders, and the shooting and the passing. Something's just was bad for me in this session. And that's why I put Brolin and Butragueno there with like really low overall ratings and low stats, because that's genuinely how they've sort of felt for me today. Yeah, it's odd. It is very odd. So let me know if you've sussed out anything with the latest patch, and that's, you know, and I'm doing something wrong that you can help me out with. Please leave a comment down below if there's a way to help me out. I'm very much needing it right now. So we're like 4-3. I gave up after those 7 games. I was like, screw this. I'm going downstairs to watch the Netherlands game, and I'll come back to it all a little bit later. So yeah, I've got 13 games left. Hopefully we won't need all of them to get up to 11 wins, but it's not looking good, Brev. We're struggling a bit. So it might be a 9-win weekend. Hey, it might be a 6 and dip. Who knows? Depends how stressed I get. But hopefully 11 wins is still possible. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. If I need to make changes, I'll make changes. I've got some funds to work with. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up button. Slightly shorter episode, but it is a Sunday night extra, so I didn't want to keep you guys too late. Yeah, tomorrow we'll crack on with the rest of it, and we'll get stuck into those rewards. Have a good evening, everyone. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. That'd be great. Thank you. And follow me on social media. My links are down below. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope England won. Oh, God. If they didn't, this is going to be cringe. But yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, lunchtime as always, with a brand new episode for you. I'll see you then. Peace.